Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of the Good Night Podcast. We are here today with, I like to describe my comedians every time I have them.
What you got for me?
Youssef is a man who cares. Every time I see him do a project, he cares about the project. He's a careful, like a man who's full of care. Whether it's with comedy or comedy shows or comedians, he cares. There's a lot of care in him. When the thing in Palestine started happening, he's like, I need to adopt 16 new children. There's a lot of care in him. It's very rare that you see this genuine care among all the psychopaths that we work with in show business. He's very funny as well, and he's making movies right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, make a lot of noise for Youssef Ibrahim, everybody.
Thank you so much, bro.
Youssef
Thank
Ibrahim,
you for having
hello,
me.
sir.
Appreciate you so much, man.
Baby, welcome.
You've been one of the best discoveries from my the beginning of my comedy journey, man. One of the first I met at the showcase. Full of wisdom, full of love. Yeah,
wow.
Man, you're a real one, man. Thank you so much, man. I've appreciated you since day one.
My pleasure. Youssef right now is working on a movie, so be prepared. That's what we were talking about.
Well, I'm in films.
Getting laid and film school, and I don't know which one we can continue with. One of the two, and butt stuff. So we'll see.
We'll see where we get to. Which one we touch on.
Which one we touch on. So here's how the podcast usually starts.
Yes.
I ask wait, let me, sir. The audio is good. I feel self-conscious recording without a hat. I don't know why. For some reason, I've been recording with a hat.
You are a sexy bald man, I have to tell you. You're
so
okay,
much.
man. You're okay.
I feel the sweat dripping down my head. I'm so shiny.
Why don't you have one of those like basketball headbands? It's just gonna absorb all the sweat.
So just living my life, not playing basketball with a basketball headband.
I think it would look great.
Yeah?
Like a Nike or a Jordan.
Yes, I see. What color?
Like
what color
a LeBron,
do you see?
White? White on a black logo. Nike, just do it. Yeah,
and I was just walking, doing my groceries with a headband.
It is, you would be giving it the purpose that it was made for. It's not made to look cool. It is literally there to absorb all your sweat. That's what the headband is for. It is a sweat absorber.
But I mean, the people who wear these usually work out. There's a reason why they're sweating. Yes. I'm just sweating because I'm existing.
Okay.
It's different.
Breathing makes you sweat.
Breathing.
Well,
makes
I don't
me
mind,
good.
bro. You could put your hat on. You could do that. Make yourself comfortable.
Right now, I'm so the equipment is engulfing me. Let's see. This is gonna be a first.
Okay.
I'm very comfortable with you. So
I think I'm good. I'm trying to watch my posture. I'm known to slouch a lot. I've got no core strength. None.
No core strength.
Always. I have to pull my shoulders back, even at the gym, wherever I'm walking. If I'm in thought, if I'm thinking, for some reason my whole body just goes does this. It just goes into thought mode, and my whole body, I start to hunch over. It's really bad. I don't know where it started.
Do you think a
lot? I do. I'm always like this. I'm always in thought, bro. I'm always in thought, bro. I ask any comedian, anybody I have a conversation with, I'll be in a conversation with you, and then my eyes will just drift because I'm thinking of something else while I'm speaking to you.
Okay. You're able to do these two things?
I'm like crazy, yeah.
No, well, you have to be in the moment.
I know. I try to be, and I do that by oh wait, let me focus on the eyes.
Yeah.
Just the eyes.
That's too much.
But that's what I have to do.
You
I have to be
eyes.
let me look at this guy's eyes.
Listen,
and then my mind will not wander.
People who are listening now, watching, Youssef looks like a criminal. All right? He does. The first time I met him, when he told me we went to the same high school, I'm like, oh, he's in prison, and now he just came out, and now he wants to do comedy. You can't look people in the eyes. I never look people in the eyes.
You have to, man.
No, what I do is that I focus on their mouth.
On the mouth.
On the mouth.
Do you give them the impression you just want to kiss them? Because when I do that, the kiss is coming. The kiss is coming.
I'm getting flashbacks of every moment of my life. That makes a lot of sense.
It does, yes.
Where people thought I was gay or I was sitting on them. No, because when you look at the eyes, it's so intense.
You have to. I mean, that's the the
right
gateway to the soul. That's how you get into you speak to someone, you can see their life reflecting back at you.
But I wanna. Oh, that's deep.
Yeah.
But
the mouth.
The mouth is because I'm paying attention to what they're saying.
Yeah, I know, but it's too sexual.
Are you
very sexual.
Do you see me looking at your mouth right now?
No.
Where am I looking now?
No, you're looking at my eyes.
No, I'm looking at your mouth.
You're looking at my mouth.
100% mouth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Total creeper vibes. No, it's like having the power to look down a woman's cleavage while you're staring her in the eyes. You're just I am totally looking at your fucking cleavage right now.
Let's see if you had a cleavage.
I'm trying. Doesn't it look crazy?
I have more cleavage than you, so you should try.
I know what I'm trying to look in that area right now.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at your eyes. Yeah, exactly. But that's fucking
because
then the eyes get you're like really controlling them at that point. You're controlling your peripherals.
Maybe it's my autism, because like when I'm talking to someone, like
Is
really
I must be on the spectrum somehow,
Yeah.
some way, like
Oh,
some
100%.
kind of
Yeah,
thing. Yeah,
It's a good thing though, because
it is.
Yeah.
But it's like it's so minimal. Like I always wondered when I was a kid. Now I'm like, you know what? Getting diagnosed for ADHD for whatever it may be, it's so expensive. You got to go to the private.
I don't believe
Because
in
the
it
public.
anymore.
Well, what are you gonna do? Like
anybody who
sometimes you just want to know.
Yeah,
Because then there are tools when you do know what specifically the way that your brain is kind of functioning. Then instead of being insecure about like, oh well, why is it so easy for others to do this and why is it so easy for those to do that? You start to look for tools for whatever is bothering you or whatever you think you're insecure about in your mind. The way that it works. And those tools are very, very good. There's like a lot of behavioral psychology tools, and they're very simple. If you learn to apply them, then you can kind of like zero in and fix your focus a little bit.
I don't believe in any of that.
You don't?
No, I'm like Tom Cruise. I don't believe in ADHD. I just believe. Here's what I believe. If you have a purpose, if you're like, I know what I want, you'll find a solution to all whatever's stopping you. You'll find a solution for it.
I know what you're saying.
just
I know
don't
what you're
like,
saying.
I can't do this.
But
I have ADHD.
But
I'm like,
sometimes,
get outta
no,
here.
but sometimes there's like social situations. It's not necessarily having to do with like
How
maybe
could you
ADHD doesn't have to do with
you're-
getting your goals
You
done.
spend your day with hundreds of people, right?
Yes.
Yes. How do you have any? You don't have any social.
No, not
problem.
me. I'm just saying in
Even with
general
your-
for people
even
when
with
they
your
have like
intense
let's
eye
say
contact,
let's
you
say
have no
someone let's say someone has
Yeah.
ADHD problem,
Yeah.
and not necessarily they don't want to fix it because they want to be able to achieve their goals.
Yeah.
They're just trying to fix it so that they can make their social interactions a little
Then
bit
that's
more
their goal.
enjoyable.
And that's their goal.
That's their goal. So those behavioral tools will help them achieve those little fun things of the
Okay.
day. You know what I mean? So it's not necessarily about, oh, your ADHD is getting in the way of achieving your goals. No.
But if-
Sometimes it's the simple things. Sometimes it's just like being able to interact properly.
Yeah.
That you want those tools for. So yes, I believe in all those things, the ADHD and the
Yeah.
borderline personality
I think
disorders and
it's
stuff
all
like that.
a
In
plus.
comedy, you start to see them a little bit everywhere. You start to see people.
No, in comedy we see mental illness.
Yes.
Like real.
Yeah.
Oh, this person is not fully with me.
Is it because it takes a crazy person to want to get on stage and make people laugh? Like, where's the correlation between like I want to entertain people? Are we all?
It's not just that. I think what happens is that some people are peculiar and have mental illness, and stand-up comedy, especially at the beginning, open mic, literally anyone can go on stage and do whatever they want.
Right.
So this is the only time where they can be fully themselves and nobody's judging them.
Okay.
And sometimes they get laughs.
And that feels
And
good.
then they're like, oh, okay, then I should be a
That's a
comedian. But they don't
dopamine, yeah.
understand that they're laughing at them,
Okay, right.
not with them.
Yeah.
But the thing is, to succeed in comedy, then you have to have you have to have that on stage. And then, but off stage, you have to also be a normal human being
do.
and interact with people.
And then you have the intense workload ahead of you to grow
yeah,
yourself.
but that's
even further.
That's step number 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, definitely. I think mental illness belongs on stage in terms of comedy.
Yeah.
Go as crazy as you want on stage. It's so fun. I have no limits, no boundaries when I'm on stage.
Yeah.
Like off stage, I try to control myself.
Yeah.
But on stage, I have no. You too. I see you. You're insane on stage. You say
I
things. I'm like,
I
Jesus
can't
Christ,
be
Youssef.
insane. Yeah. I like to really act things out the way they're supposed to be acted out.
Nice.
I go in full character mode. I breathe
that's-
hard. I move. I tense. But sometimes at the end of my set, my face is fucking red. Like it is kind of like right now because I'm having coffee. But my face gets red after everything: sex, food, coffee, a set on stage, whatever it may be. But when I push myself, like I get red. I also cannot hide stressful interactions. Like I will get red when I like
when you get like red with anger.
I could get red with anger.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten red with anger. I haven't gotten angry in a very long time.
Yeah?
In a very long time. If anything, I've probably been more sad the past 3 years than angry.
Something made you sad?
No, but like
Because you're a happy-go-lucky
I'm a very
guy.
happy guy.
Yeah,
I'm a very, very happy guy.
I could tell you're very intense, and some people need to work out.
Yeah.
And you're one of those who needs to work out. there's like I can tell. Also, when I look at people with tattoos, I'm like,
Yeah.
There's a joy that comes from pain because this looks very hurtful. Are these the Twin Towers?
No, this
Oh,
is
okay.
it's Montreal. It's just a
Okay.
whole. It's a whole.
Okay.
This is my family story. Essentially, I was born in Lebanon. That's my family name on the cedar
Any
tree.
reason to show his hot body?
And
Jesus,
then
Youssef.
this is the war that my alien family left behind. This is a painting
Whoa.
that my father actually painted.
Is that an explosion?
Yeah, it's like an explosion in the
Whoa.
bag. It's like basically like my alien family leaving the war behind.
Yeah.
And then we came to Montreal and grew up here. These are my kids. This is dedication, family, things like that. Things like
I really
this is
thought
all
that
just
was World Trade Center, and then
I
my
know,
uncle.
A lot of people think that. I must have gotten it before.
You don't mind if I make jokes
9/11.
about this? Seems to be a very like a very like an
No, it's
intimate
not.
thing.
It's just Montreal, man. It's just the city of Montreal, which I
It's
love
missing
very, very much.
potholes, if I
You
may.
want to know something funny?
If I may something, it's missing a couple of potholes.
It's missing a few potholes.
And maybe
It's
a strip
missing
club or something.
I came to Montreal when I was like 5.
Yeah.
And when I was 5, when we just got there, me and my sisters, we were walking around. Hey, how's it going, man? This guy, I could have stolen his parking spot. I could have stolen this guy's parking spot. He was about to move. I was honest with him. I'm like, no, you can park here. This isn't the reserved side. He was like, okay, cool. But yeah, so gonna get back to my story.
If you want to stand here, you can block the sun if you don't mind. That would make me so much happier. Just stand up. Yeah. Oh, perfect. Thank you so much. Oh God. And now you have to stay like this forever. For that, you have to move with the sun. Yes, please. Hey, okay, actually, I should go get my hat. I thought it would be less sunny, and now I'm squinting.
I'll go for it.
Yeah, let's get to.
Yeah. So, when I came to Montreal, one of my earliest memories was walking around the streets for the first time with my sisters
Of Montreal.
Yeah. NDG,
Ah.
and we look at the cars, and I'm seeing inside the cars, and I'm like, oh wait, this person's Lebanese. And then the next car, that person's Lebanese. And then the next car, oh my God, is everybody Lebanese here? This is crazy. And we were like so happy and thrilled. You know what it was?
Oh.
It's the car freshener that hangs from the thing, because it's a cedar tree and it looks exactly like the Lebanese flag.
Oh my God.
I was like, they're
That's so
Lebanese,
fun.
they're Lebanese, everybody's
There's
Lebanese.
so
This is
many.
amazing.
My God, everybody loves our national
Yeah,
drink.
exactly.
crazy.
So
Oh, that's so
those were actually one of my earliest memories here.
We went to the same high school. Very few people know this. We
It's
both
true.
went to one of
St.
the
Luke
worst
High School.
High school
One of
in
the worst.
Quebec.
Every Friday, police cars everywhere.
Oh my God.
I was
When did you graduate? Oh, I wonder if we crossed paths.
I never graduated.
You never
I
graduated?
got my
Wow.
high school at like 28 years old, bro. 29. I lied.
How are you rich? I don't.
I'm a very hard worker, bro. I'm a very hard worker. I'm not rich. I've worked very hard, and so on. I'm very happy. You know how I feel right now?
Yes.
I feel like I'm on my own side missions. Cause I worked so hard from the age 25. Once the kids came into my life,
Yeah.
that's what changed my life.
Number one. Kid number one.
Yes. Well, overnight I had 4 kids.
Okay.
Because my ex got pregnant,
Mhm.
and then because it's funny because we were seeing each other for a few months. She got pregnant. I knew she had kids, and then she told me like, oh, she's pregnant now. I was like, I had made the decision that like, okay, well, I'm not gonna let my child grow on her own or his own. Like, we didn't know at the time. With siblings, I'm like, I'm just gonna take everybody. I'm gonna own up and you know, like, this is what God wants. I'm gonna do it. You know. I remember calling my friend and be like, hey, bro, I'm gonna be a father of 4 now. And then he was like, hey, weren't we smoking weed and killing zombies last night? And I was like, yeah. He's like, what the happened, man? And I was like, no, my girlfriend has 3 kids already, and I'm just gonna take them all. I'm gonna move in with them. Baby's gonna be born. I'm gonna take them all under my wing. Once the kids came into my life, that's when I stopped, you know, doing drugs, drinking like crazy, tattooing. I was tattooing out of my apartment.
You were the tattooer.
I was tattooing out of my apartment. I was working at the hospital. I took on 2 jobs for 4.5, 5 years.
Wow.
Morning till night, morning to night, morning to night, morning to night. And then I bought a house. After I bought a house, that's when I started to go like, oh, shoot, okay, what am I doing with my life now, you know? So from 30 to 35, I was just trying to figure it out. And at 35, I decided to do stand-up. But why I'm living in side missions right now is because I feel like, because while you're working like a maniac, these 2 jobs, you're saying to God, like, God, please let the bank approve me for this loan. Like, let me, if I can make this happen, I mean, I would be done for the rest of my life. This would be my biggest accomplishment ever. And then you work hard, you stay consistent, you save the money, you put the down payment, you get approved for the house, you move into the house, and you're in the house. And then you're like, this is the peak of my life. But then you're like, 1 week later, you're kind of like, what do I do now?
Yeah,
like, it's done.
You have this V8 engine waiting to.
I'm 30 years old, and I've got at least 35 more years to go before I'm 65 and ready to retire. So, like, what do I do for the next 30 years?
Yeah.
Right? So now, like, I have my car. Their mom has her car. We have our dream house. The kids live in the house. Everything is good. So now I'm kind of like, as long as I don't risk what they have,
Yeah.
which I don't,
You can have.
I can keep taking risks and building projects and doing things that I want to do and tackling them on. And the best part of that
See,
5-year
you care.
journey,
I was right. You care.
yeah, and
You're full of
the
care.
best part of that journey was for me, the buying the house was the formula. You work hard, you stay
Yeah.
consistent, it happens.
Isn't that crazy?
And that's why I'm like, okay, I'm just going to keep applying that
Yeah.
to everything that I do.
Yeah.
And that's how I'm going to live the rest of my life.
Eventually, there will be positive results. It took me
That's it.
39 years to understand that formula. Because I never associate, like past successes, I never made the connection, okay, this is, like I never studied the recipe of past successes.
Right.
I just like, okay, well, I'm going to do, and just, I don't know, I'm going to be stressed. I'm like, no, I have my past has shown me that if I do X, Y, and Z,
Yes.
there will be success.
Yes.
So now I'm less scared to jump into new
That's
projects
right.
because I'm like, I kind of know I can make a decent product. Whatever I decide to do,
Yes.
it's gonna be if I just apply ABC. Which is very new to me, because like now I'm a businessman because I'm comedy. I'm getting my comedy bigger. I'm doing
Yes.
the road.
Yes.
I'm producing my
You're doing
own
great,
shows.
man. How many
Thank you, brother.
subscribers are you at now on YouTube? 6,000?
6,000,
I've seen,
6,000.
I watched it hit its first 1,000. I remember when it was like 200 or 300 subscribers.
Yeah.
And
it's
like,
growing.
it's great, man.
Yeah, guys, subscribe.
Congratulations. Yeah, if you haven't followed, please do.
Plateauing. So please, for the love of God, subscribe. Nobody's subscribing anymore. But what I'm trying to say is that now I'm running it as a business. There's things sometimes that are not as good. As you run a business, sometimes like, ooh, the money or whatever. But I'm
I
like,
know all about
I just
that.
need to do it. I know what to do. I became a good comedian by just focusing completely and utterly only on one thing.
That's it.
So I just need to do this. Plus, you learn from the mistakes of the past and you try to repeat them. It's. I guess this is what wisdom is. It's just that
It is. It's experience,
It's
man.
experience,
It's
yeah.
a complete experience, diving into things, doing the right thing. And I think as long as you don't risk you don't have like human beings under you where
No,
you have
not
to kind
yet.
of like watch what you do. Like you're not
Yeah.
afraid of losing your apartment or whatever it may be. I just can't like put a lien on the house. I can't put a lien on my car. I
Yeah.
can't. Like my risk level is also very limited because I'm like I have responsibilities.
Yeah.
I still have to work. I still have to do all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I that's kind of my formula. As long as I can maintain whatever I have going on for my children and I don't change their life or change their lifestyle,
Yeah.
the value, the quality of their life, and I can just sky's the limit with everything else. I can just keep pushing.
On a purely non-emotional, purely artistic level, your kids are such a big source of comedy for you.
Oh my God, there's
So
bro.
you kind of need them. They're like tax
Dude.
deductible.
Oh my God, my kids are. I do need them. They're gonna
For
get their
jokes, for
royalties.
jokes.
I mean,
And
it's all
also
for
other
them
things.
too.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're just like my youngest son is just. He's a comedian. He's just absolutely hilarious.
There's one
bro.
that looks cute and funny. So he's so likable.
Yeah.
That's the one I
That's
think you only post.
the youngest one?
You
Yeah.
always post him in your stories.
Oh yeah, he's hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
He's just bro. And now it's like Gen Alpha too. It's not just like it's a whole new world, bro. These kids, they know everything, bro. My son plays video games on the Quest, so he's already in the future. He's playing in virtual reality
Yeah.
constantly. And if you haven't tried virtual reality gaming, I mean that's the future. I mean you're literally in game. What you looking around and seeing, like if you jump on a trampoline in that virtual, you're gonna have vertigo. You're gonna feel like you're actually in the air and you're scared to hit the floor because it's launching you 1,000 feet in the air and you're literally like, oh my God, I'm gonna break my legs on the way down. It's absolutely amazing. And so what happens is my son, he's up to date with everything online because he's playing with 15-year-olds, 13-year-olds, 11-year-olds, 7-year-olds. He's 7 now, and you just hearing the trash talking is absolutely amazing because like you can hear it's a big speaker
Yeah.
and you can hear him and he just know he's absolutely hilarious. One day he came home because these kids, they swear a lot, right? And he knows there's words he's not allowed to say. He's very familiar with the N-word, for example.
Oh.
Very familiar because it's online multiplayer. A lot of racist people will say it. Black guys will say it. Black girls will say it. Whoever's playing will say it. But they know if you're black, you can say it. If you're not allowed to say it. And it's funny because there's a whole community behind it too. Like if someone will say the N-word and they can hear that he's not black, everyone, you can just hear them. Oh, report him, everybody report him. And then everybody stops what they're doing. And my son's just like, I'm reporting this guy. You can't say the N-word, you're not black. And then he starts reporting them, right? One day, my son comes home from school.
Yeah.
Excited out of his mind, okay? He I'm home. They're coming out of the school bus. My kid's running to the door. He opens the door. I open it with him. He goes, Dad, I did it. I got it. I'm like, what the? He's like, I got the N-word pass. I'm like, what? No, you didn't. He's like, yeah, my friend Tristan at school gave me the N-word pass. He's black, Dad. I'm like, no, a 7-year-old kid can't give you the N-word pass, son. You can't do it.
What's the minimum age to give the N-word
Bro, he
pass?
completely ignored me. He's like, where is my headset? I need to be online right now. I'm like, hey, no, man. You're not.
I need to speak with my community.
I need to go online right now. What are you gonna like? Just spray everybody with the N-word? Calm down, sir. You know.
Is it like one of those? You know, when we were young and you had a Subway, and you clicked every time you had a sandwich. Like, how many times can you say it if you get it?
There is no N-word pass, man.
Well, listen.
It's just to these kids, like they hear it in the music, they hear it in the hip hop, they hear it in it becomes this really cool word that everybody that isn't black just wants to say it out of coolness, but they don't understand the history that comes with it. That's why I'm like, no matter who gives you a pass, it's just a word that everybody has to delete off of I wish black people didn't even say it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like it's not a good word. Like it's genuinely not a nice word. You know what I mean? I know why they keep it. They empower themselves with it and all that. And like that's cool. Like that's how cool it is that they do that. But I mean,
you care too much. I find people can say whatever they want.
I think they can. I think they can.
I think if your son, if he's so close with a black friend, and his black I'm assuming they're both 7 years old. It's not a 45-year-old who gave your son the N-word pass. I'm gonna assume they're two 7-year-olds.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yes.
And Tristan is like, hey man, hey buddy, I love you. Here's the N-word pass. For me,
maybe to say it to him, with him, about something, or say it in the lyrics of a
you're
song.
thinking
But
like an
you
adult.
can't give someone an N-word pass to go online and start telling people. Imagine being online and saying the N-word and then them being like, yo, what is wrong with you? He's going to be like, oh, my friend gave me the N-word. Well, you can't say it to them.
These are problems that you're not even tailored to know. Like, you've never been online. You don't know
No,
that world.
I want my kids to have certain integrity.
Your son
about them.
Your son online is older than you because you understand? He has more experience living in the virtual world than you do. So he understands the rules and how to deal.
I think as a father, there's some things that you can't put your foot down on. And
it's
in
hilarious.
any case, I think the story of him being excited about having the N-word pass was very funny to me. But after that, it's like, you're not actually saying that, and if you say it, I'm gonna take away the VR, the headset.
Then he's
and
not
that's
gonna
it.
say it
So
in
he
front of
doesn't
you.
say it. No, he doesn't say it. He knows.
He knows?
He knows.
He'll say it to
told him.
Tristan.
I said don't.
I think.
Don't
Listen,
say it.
I think it's very cute.
It's very cute. It's very cute
that a black boy and a Asian boy, half Asian boy, they decided they bonded, and they're like, I love you so much.
Yeah.
I know that's a naughty word, and people who are not black are not to say, but I love you so much.
You could say it one time,
you can
Adam.
say it.
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful?
It's beautiful.
This is how
friendships
peace
are
in the
made.
world
Yeah.
is created.
It
that
is,
I'm
yeah.
gonna let you say a naughty word that your dad doesn't allow you to say because of XYZ. This is how racism dies.
Yeah.
The thing is, the word, there's no bad word, right? As they say, it's how you use it that makes it bad.
Yeah, but I mean, I think just if you don't have ancestors that actually went through that pain, it's not like Free Palestine or something like that. It's not like you're not in solidarity with them by saying the N-word. You know what I mean? So for me, it's like, nah, I'd rather just like, nah, bro, I'm cool. I love hip hop. I grew up on rap.
So you said it.
In the shower.
Yeah.
But
there's no black guys in the shower usually.
I'm singing the songs to myself, and I love the lyrics and everything like that. But aside from that, I don't think that in any context, I wouldn't use that word.
I think if everybody who used the N-word used it like your son did, there'd be no more racism in the world.
I don't think.
No,
if everybody, maybe towards that word, but he's an innocent.
Maybe I'm exaggerating as well.
Yeah, I mean,
your son clearly doesn't understand.
He doesn't understand.
He
doesn't understand.
He's not racist.
No,
he can't be racist.
He's
at
not.
7.
He's not. He doesn't even say black.
No,
he says brown. No, he says brown. He says the N-word only. No, he says brown. And that's what I realized, that like, yeah, it's true. He is brown. Like your friend is brown, not like Arab brown or Indian brown, like African American brown. But that's how he described his friends before people started putting, oh no, he's black. Oh no, he's black. So then that's where, like, otherwise, if you just let a child decide, what melatonin, like what what density of like what is it, melanin does your friend have? He'll be like, oh well, he's brown. And it's like a black kid, but he will say he's brown. Like the whole black thing.
This is a philosophical question I have.
Yes.
Do you think the rules of language in the real world should apply to the virtual world? Because slavery didn't happen in the virtual world.
Yeah, bro. But the rules of language, I mean, it's still, you know.
This is a philosophical question. Well, welcome back to two non-black people discussing the N-word.
Seriously, I think we've over.
Here's what we think. But
I think we've overstepped our I think yeah.
Again, this goes back to you care a lot.
I do.
Because like I could see, like, let's say I'm doing a show with with Youssef. He'll come, he's like, Amer, please, you know, today maybe the crowd I feel is a bit older. You gotta be careful with your language. I'm like, don't worry, Youssef. I'll get them to laugh. You're very like, oh, you gotta care about.
You gotta care about.
And then he goes on stage. He's like, so I was in the ass.
Once you get the feel for the crowd, then you're then it gets really good. But you want to always cater to your audience. It's like especially when you're in a place where, let's say you're not in downtown, especially in the West Island or in the outskirts, and you have returning customers, and people don't come from downtown to the West Island to see a show. It's literally just West Island people coming to a West Island show. So, and then when you get the feedback and you hear, and you can get a sense for like, oh, they don't want too many dirty jokes. They want someone who's super clean, like a seam, for example. You know, you'll know how to cater to it, but then it's very difficult also to book the comedians for these shows.
Here's where I disagree with you. I think they want funny. They want fun. Everybody, if you ask 90% of like most people will tell you, well, no, of course I can hear jokes about dicks and jizz. And then they go home and all they do is play with their dicks and jizz on their wives.
I do care too much in that sense. I do care, and I'm overthinking it too because yes, they want funny, and maybe I'm catering too much to them.
You don't, because you book me all the time. So clearly you trust some people. Like, all right, I trust you enough. You'll be able to deliver.
Yeah, yes, but you and someone else is two different things. I've known you for a long time. I've watched you. I know your material. I know that you can also adjust on the go. You know what I mean? So I know that if you run into a joke and you think you've maybe crossed the threshold of nasty or whatever it may be, that the image that you're giving them, you're going to be able to adjust and give them what they...
The fun is staying on the line. Just stay on the line. And just tickle them. Just tease them always. Oh, is he gonna push? I'm not. It's always fun.
Yeah.
But I don't trust whatever they say. I don't trust it. I trust what they react to, and if they react to my jokes. There's a reason I do comedy, and no, when people book me is because they react to what I say, even if they will tell you before, oh, I don't want to hear this. Their reaction is usually laughter. There's a reason that I do a comedy as much as I do.
True.
Is you can't, because everybody wants to look sage and wise and above. I am above jokes about jizz and Jews and this and that. No, please. I want to hear jokes about chairs. I love chairs. Why can't you do jokes about... No, get the hell out of here. I know you're all perverts, especially people in the West Island, man. Especially these people.
Yeah.
Because they have room to be disgusting. I live in a small apartment. I don't have space. I don't have a sex dungeon. I barely have a sex corner. You understand? Like, there's no space for me to be a disgusting pig like these guys.
Yeah.
They're the one who have, like, key parties because they have room to be perverts. That's a luxury.
Yeah, it's true. No, it's true. I think I care too much. Sometimes there's one person out of the crowd who's like, "Oh, I'd love to hear something cleaner," and then I just like, "Okay, it's a consensus."
Anybody who'll come. Let's say you had a great show. It happens to all of us. We all produce shows, and someone's like, "Well, I would have preferred it if the show was better."
Right.
Ask yourself, why did this person feel the need? Like, oh, you just need a hug. You just need reassurance. You need someone to tell you you're being heard.
Possibly.
Your father didn't hug you enough. That's it. that's the whole...
Possibly.
What I do is like, yes, and then I look at everyone around and like, okay, everybody has to... You hear the laughs. You can hear. Oh, people are laughing. So whatever...
Like you said, I think I care too much sometimes, and then it happens, and that's when I'm like, shows. Oh man, you know.
You have great shows.
But for the most part, it's producing has been an amazing experience, but also Very stressful. And I've learned so much, even from the comedy house. You know how much I learned from the comedy house?
You care?
Running a club.
Only because you care.
Yeah.
That's why it's stressful.
Yeah.
You have to always say this to yourself.
It's true.
Only because you care. There's
But
no one I
But
know
what's the
who-
alternative? You know, like you stop caring and just keep
look
putting
at
on
the
shows.
losers in the city. Look at there's of course people who don't care are not stressed, and then they have time to be idiots.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Your club, I mean, rest in peace, comedy.
Yeah,
I hope it comes back.
Well, we'll
Every
resurrect
time-
it one day.
Every time I did that show, you made sure that the room. You're like Toyota. The comedy house was ran like Toyota. Toyota, I don't know if you know.
Thank you.
Toyota
I
have
do
a-
know. Yes, the Toyota.
Kaizen-
Yeah, the Kaizen,
Kaizen
and
method.
yeah,
Every time I go like, he put a little thing here.
yeah.
Oh, he moved the stage over there. Oh, the sound sounds better. The light. Oh, the light is nice. Oh, he put a little glass thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder. Oh, the waitress. Oh, they're more quiet now. Also, everything.
Yeah.
Every time I would go like, 5%, 2%, 5%. At the end, it was like, this is an actual comedy club. But you were working.
I was working. I was bartending, bussing, waiting tables,
wait,
helping in the kitchen.
The landlord was not the best.
Oh man! Shout out
You wanna
Peter
talk-
Sergakis, baby, and
Another-
the whole Peter Sergakis group. Love you guys so much.
Another bad story with how many horrible
I know.
stories
I've
heard
seen
about
every
that
time
guy.
he's in the
Allegedly.
media. The
Don't
comments
sue
are
me.
amazing. I wonder why. No, listen. You know what? There was a manager in that group, which we produced a lot of shows for at his bars, and they were big successes, big successes. I mean, like people were recognizing me in Super C. People were like really happy. I remember I was with a friend and someone asked to take a picture with me in the Super C. He's like, "Oh, we loved your bit about the nursing thing," and like I was telling my friend about it. Can we take a picture? Can we take a picture? And I was just like, "Hey, I don't need you anymore. Get the to my friend."
Yeah.
It was so popular and we did so well that they were like, hey, we own so many properties, right?
Yeah.
Sergakis Group is massive, $1 billion.
Yeah.
Forget about it. They have almost every real estate building in the city. And then they were like, listen, we've got a place. We trust you guys to make it successful. What would you guys like to do with it?
Yeah.
I mean, my partner Sid, we shout out Sid, biggest comedy producer in the city.
Sweetest guy too.
Amazing guy. So we check this place out and we're like, yeah, man, we can turn this place into a comedy club. Like we can work our way from like 1 night, 2 nights a week to 5, 6, 7 nights a week. We can do this with a little bit of hard work. We can make this happen. I get going with the marketing, the branding, the name. Sid killed it with the website.
Intense.
Yeah. I was hyper focused and I put in a lot of work, bro. A lot of work. And essentially what ended up killing it was the intricate deal that we had with the group was essentially they wanted to hold on to their liquor license.
Mm-hmm.
And so because of that, they also wanted their staff to serve the alcohol because obviously it's like, oh, you guys are going to overpour, you're going to abuse, you're going to start drinking the alcohol, you're going to give away shots, and then you're going to do this, we still need to make a profit, So we're like, okay, your staff is the one that's going to be...
And that's okay.
But then they have no staff.
Ah.
And it was like, guys, we have 80 people tonight, 1 waitress. And we're just collecting like these 4 3-star reviews. Like the show is amazing, the comedy was great, but the service was terrible. Show was amazing, service was terrible. Show was amazing, service was terrible. And at one point you're kind of just like, okay, well then I'm gonna wait the tables.
Yeah.
I'm gonna host the shows. I'm gonna do it all. I'm gonna wait the tables. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna bartend. And it was like, guys, get us more staff.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are saying no to money at this point. So if you have 80 people in the crowd, 1 waitress, say I'm not bartending, say I'm not helping, 1 waitress, say 1 waitress goes to 1 customer and she takes your order and you want an amaretto sour.
Yeah.
She's gonna go to the bar and make you your amaretto sour and bring it to you. How much time passed?
Yeah, that's like 5, 6, 7 minutes.
No, let's say it's 1 minute
Okay.
per customer,
Yeah.
and she's gonna serve
80.
80 people.
That's a show.
That's a 1 show, and everybody got 1 drink only.
You have 2 waitresses. That's 2 drinks.
That's
You just
2 drinks.
doubled
2 waitresses and a busboy. You're making a lot of money, and they were leaving like $1,500 a night minimum on the table every single time.
And that argument, it seems very logic. They're like, no, we don't agree.
They just didn't have staff. They were short staff at this bar. They were short staff at that bar. They were short staff at this bar. They were short staff over there. They were short staff here. They were short staff there. And it was like nobody was able to come over here. And nobody wanted to own up either. Do the interviews, guys. I'll send people your way to come and work. Fill them out. Do this. Pay them. At one point, they weren't even paying that one waitress that we had. I had to give her money to just keep her with us. It was very stressful. I definitely learned a lot. I learned how to run a business. I learned how to do everything. And it was incredibly fun. And I was very, very proud of it. I think it was on its way to becoming a very good establishment. But once it stopped, I, didn't even feel it anywhere. I was just kind of like, I could use a break, man. That was 7 months of intense labor. Like I was there all the time, marketing week to week. I was like, when the Comedy House was on, I was producing like 12 shows a month. Yeah. Obviously, a guy like Sid who produces 12 shows a week, you think to yourself, how does this guy do it, man? 12 a month, and I was like way over my head. We were doing 3 shows a week at the Comedy House. I had my I had my monthlies, and I had other shows popping up. It was a lot, and I had to advertise, market, get people out. And for the most part, it was very, 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 very successful. Yeah. The whole thing.
Every show
I was this close to quitting my job. Oh, wow. This close. Comedy was gonna be my only form of income. Yeah. I was this close, man. But it fell through, and we were like, essentially, the option is still kind of open to move it to another location. But I mean, I'm not in a rush to do any of that, and I think that there's like probably some bad blood between us and the group. But I mean,
do you still produce shows with them at other locations?
No,
that's it.
No,
everything is.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not like we won't, but I mean, we're gonna wait to see if we do something in the future with the Comedy House before we can, because it's like we're not gonna keep bringing you business elsewhere while we're still waiting for our cream of the cherry on top. You know what I mean? Yeah. So. It is what it is, you know what I mean? Like, also, we have to also stand our ground and say, you know what? We know what we're worth. We know what we're capable of bringing you guys. We brought you guys sold-out shows everywhere we went.
All we wanted is one extra
one just like that, that little extra staff.
It's crazy how you hear bad stories about someone, and then they just keep adding bad stories over bad story over horrible stories.
The guy's got a reputation for a reason, but I mean, he's also a billionaire for a reason too. So he didn't make it there without being, what do they say? Like running things with an iron fist, right? So
I'm assuming he loves money. It's maybe I'll interview him. We'll see what he has to say.
But those are when we were talking about if anything, I was more sad than angry. You remember when we were talking about with anger? The Comedy House falling through kind of made me sad. That was a sad moment. Not showcasing for Just for Laughs this year, that was very, very a very sad moment for me, because I more than anything, I just wanted to show my children that
it's only that.
I mean, like
it's only showing to the family. Look what I'm doing. Someone agrees.
Look at the acknowledgement.
Yeah, look at the
nod of acknowledgement that I got. Because, bro, I've been working very, very hard on my material.
It's normal. The fact that you didn't. It took me 9 years to get Just for Laughs.
Yeah, but how long have you been producing? Look, here's the thing. I produce shows.
They don't care about that.
But I contribute a lot to the community.
Of course, 100%.
I pay comics. I put comics on posters. I market people.
Yeah.
I produced. I brought in Marito Lopez. I did Ed Bassmaster. I produced Tony D. I'm not trying to vent myself here, but I'm just saying I worked very hard this past year. I worked very, very hard, and I'm killing it on stage. I've come a very long way from open micing to where I am right now. You know what I mean? I'm considering my 45 minutes special right now.
I'll tell you what I was told to me.
A nice little nod of acknowledgement for my kids is all I would have loved, to just show them that dedication and hard work and never giving up. There's a little tap on the shoulder.
I got mine. When I got it, I'm like, well, it was about time I got it.
Right.
You don't get it. What I was told is that in show business, you get things when you're like, oh yeah, when they don't mean anything.
Right.
I'm very grateful I got it. I'm very happy. It was a very fun show that I did. But in the sense that I was so happy producing my own shows, doing the road, running my hour, 2-3 weekends. a month just headlining.
Yeah.
I became a headliner and selling out my own show here in Montreal.
Yeah.
And then it was offered to me. I'm like, okay, I mean, yeah, perfect.
Right.
Grateful.
Right.
Super happy. But the work I did working purely as a comedian, like I'm a headliner now. I decided I'm going to headline. And for the past, since January, I've been like headlining every month.
I remember too. And I'm very happy you decided to make that change. You know, you decided to stop hosting the Melrose showcase, which was who's gonna host it? It's Amer's thing. Like he's there every week for the last I don't know how many years.
6, 7, yeah.
Yeah, and then that's when you were like, no, I'm done hosting. I'm headlining now. Yeah. I'm moving forward. I'm gonna headline now.
I had
and you are also someone who focuses very well and gets things done. You have a goal in mind. You want to reach it. You reach for it. You do the things. You do the steps that you need to do them, and you freaking do them. And watching you go on tour and all that stuff has been very, very... I'm just waiting for that text message like, hey, would you like to come and tour the East Coast with me? And then that's what I'm just like, no, you don't have to pay me, man.
No, we always have this argument.
No, you can't afford me. You don't pay me, bro. I don't do things for money, man. Here's the thing. I don't care about the 100 here.
Headliner.
I don't... Thank you.
I'm not going to bring another headliner with me on the road because you should be headlining your own. Why go headline your own show?
I appreciate it. I want to.
You know what to do.
I
you know
absolutely
how to produce,
want to.
You know how to make posters. You know how to make advertising. Just hit the road.
I will. Right now, I'm going back to work.
Yeah.
I have school. I have the shows that I'm producing right now. And school's going to finish in January.
Yeah.
Then we have filming projects. So for me, I will start to do these things after school's done, at least, because I just can't. I can go for a weekend here and a weekend there, but I mean, it's too expensive like that. I did one weekend in Toronto, right? I mean, but I want to do it.
Yeah.
I want to properly do it, but it's just with what I'm working on right now and
school. You do have a lot of. Like I said, I have a lot of projects. I have my podcast. I have the shows I produce here in Montreal.
Yes,
and I have the shows I produce, outside of Montreal, and I barely have time to see my girlfriend. I barely have time to see my family. And I don't know how the hell you do it. I always like, what time does this man
I only stop when I'm in bed. Literally, because I'm also riddled with guilt. I want to pursue my dreams, but I don't want to. The
immigrant mentality.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to kind of like let my children feel like they're losing me because I'm doing more. No, I'm there every single day. I go in, I wake up early. When they have school, like I wake up early, I run to them, I make their lunches, I do everything, I send them off to the school bus, then I go to work. After work, I come home, I help them with everything I need to help, and then when I have a show, I run to do my show. If I don't have a show, I stay with them. When it's bedtime, then I leave. You know what I mean? So I'm there, but I just don't stop. I just don't stop. That's the whole thing. It's like I also can't do nothing. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't just let's say my kids are in school.
Yeah.
So either way, I can't do nothing with them. They're at school, right? And I have a day off in the middle of the week from work.
Yeah.
And I don't have plans for the day. Not even the gym in my mind. Just like nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do, and then I fall into a depression. If I'm not working on something, I don't know what to do, man. I can't do it.
I don't think that's a bad thing.
No, it's not.
Because people will tell you, no, you need to relax. Shut up. You don't.
I wish
we're immigrants, all right.
Bro,
we weren't raised to relax.
I wish that I could go to work, come home, pop a beer, sit down, watch my favorite show.
I think you would kill yourself.
But I can't.
Like 2 weeks.
But I can't do it.
That's
just not
that's
for
not
me.
even the American dream. No one, people who have that life. Sometimes I go on night walks. I like to. I told you I love going on night walks. And sometimes I'm walking and I look inside. I like to look inside people's windows, which is a bit weird.
No, you can't say that.
No, it's nice. Listen,
do it, but just don't say it.
If your shades are open, I'm gonna look. And sometimes I'll see this. It's like 11 p.m.
Yeah.
And I'll see like a guy, just, with his remote. I'm like. The positive side of me, like, okay, he works hard.
It's 11 p.m.
It's 11
also,
p.m.
it's 11 p.m. It's okay. Whatever he did, he probably did. He's just chilling.
But sometimes I'm go like, was this his whole day? Or is this what we all should aim for?
Yeah, no.
11 p.m. just Is this what you do? You know what I mean?
It's not
It
what
doesn't. It doesn't. I know where I live. If you
Everyone-
live in a basement apartment, you're not.
You know what? Everyone should have a passionate hobby.
Yeah.
A passionate hobby.
I don't believe in hobbies.
But even if you're someone who's just going to be watching TV
Yeah.
and don't have like you have your dream job and you don't want to aspire
Yeah.
to do something on the side for yourself
Yeah.
or whatever it may be,
Yeah.
you should have like a passionate hobby. It could be joining a soccer team with your friend, like a beer league, playing hockey, whatever it may be, whatever you're passionate about, sports, this, that, you should go and do it. You shouldn't just sit around and do nothing with your body. You should go and do it. People have yoga class, people have Pilates, people have
Okay, well, yeah, because you're in shape.
basketball.
Yeah.
Bro,
But
there's
that's- for me,
gyms,
that's
there's
not a
like
hobby.
basketball libre.
That's
Yeah,
a
those are-
necessity.
well, those
That's
are
a
hobbies. Those are still hobbies.
No, I don't.
Playing hockey.
That's not-
Pickleball is
that's-
like exploding now. Those are
cardio.
hobbies for
me.
people.
That's. I disagree with you. For me, that's not a hobby. That's like breathing. Like you need. I don't do it because I'm stupid.
Well,
but you need to work. out.
Even
It's
the
good for your
gym,
health.
yes,
Yeah,
but
for your
that's
health.
also a hobby.
No,
it's
no.
a hobby.
Okay,
It's
how do
something
you
that you
define a
enjoy.
hobby?
A hobby is something that you enjoy doing for leisure. Okay, and
For me, gym or working out or playing a sport is a necessity, so that you.
yeah, but
when you're
not
60
everybody,
years old,
unless
you're like,
some people, unless they're prescribed exercise, they don't think about doing it.
Who
But if they
prescribes
enjoy,
exercise?
I'm just saying, like the doctor will tell you,
Yeah.
hey, you should exercise a little
yeah, you're
more.
like, fuck you,
Like,
doctor. I'll do whatever I want. Get the fuck out.
you should probably exercise a bit, Amer. I'm just telling you.
I know.
Um,
It is. I agree.
It's a
But
necessity.
It's a necessity.
But you
I
see,
don't
but
do
you don't do it.
I
So,
don't do
but
it.
if it was a hobby,
Yeah.
you would be doing it
No,
because
I
it's
don't
something
believe
that
in
you
hobbies.
enjoy. Yes,
Hobbies-
if you enjoyed playing
When
hockey,
do you want me to have my
if you
hobby?
enjoyed playing ball hockey with your
Yes.
friends,
Yes.
you would be doing it. And the plus side of that is it's also exercise.
Mm.
But you don't see it as exercise. It's a hobby. It's something you enjoy doing. If you like to play pickup basketball
Listen,
with your
if I'm
friends,
not working-
it's not exercise. You're not calling your friend up and saying, "Let's go play basketball because I need the exercise." You're saying, "Let's go play basketball
Youssef.
because I want to break your ankles."
Yusuf, there's that's weird. Yusuf, if I'm not working,
Yeah.
I want to do nothing.
Oh, I can't do nothing. That's what I'm talking about.
In the sense
like
that
I can't
but there's
do
a
nothing.
limit. There's a limit of how much nothing I do, but there's nothing better than doing nothing. Sometimes, like when I'll do the road and I'll come back and I'll drive like 1,400 kilometers
Yeah.
in one
Yeah.
12 hours straight, and I come home, I'm like, oh, today I'm doing nothing.
Right. I'll treat myself
I'll-
once a month
Yeah,
to
exactly.
watching like I'm like, okay, the kids are there. Da, da, da. I'm doing nothing today. I'm gonna watch 10 episodes of Naruto
Yeah.
straight. I'm gonna
Yes.
like order this food and
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing today. But
Yeah.
but you can't do that very like you
exactly,
can't.
but I don't
It's
believe
once a
you should
month.
take a vacation every weekend neither. I don't believe in weekends. All that. I'm like, just no.
Yeah,
like
no.
now I have a girlfriend, so I have responsibilities. So I'm like, okay, you know what? We'll go on a date on Sunday. I don't have shows usually, so we'll have an activity.
Yeah.
But in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm still gonna write a joke about this. I'm always just
Right.
I'm just like, okay, I need to live life
Right.
in order to write something about it. You can't just be. You still have to be an artist, right?
Yes.
So an artist has to live life and then
Yes.
talk about it on stage.
Yes.
So I still see it. I'm like, okay, this is good, but everything goes back to work. But when I want to do nothing, it's like 4 hours on my phone looking at reels, jacking off, watching TV.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm turning off my brain.
Yeah, these are all like before bedtime, like
Yeah, and I have to
habits.
You see, but I talked about it last time on the podcast. I believe in self-hate control. So you have
self-hate control.
Yeah, self-love for me it's weird, but self-hate control makes a lot of sense.
Okay, but what does that mean?
So, for example, you said like I can do one day of doing nothing, then I get depressed.
Yes.
So that's you hate. After a party, like for me, I talked about it on last time. It's like I can eat 7 bagels or 9 bagels. After that, I'm like,
oh yeah, I watched that. Right.
So you have to control. Like yesterday, I spent like
Yeah.
2 hours watching
Yeah.
reels before bed. I'm like, this is something
Yeah,
is wrong.
but that's
That's
not
my new drug
But
now.
that's not entirely your fault because when you're watching reels like that,
Yeah.
the time flies by and you have no idea. I'll be on Twitter and
Yeah.
Twitter does that to me.
Yeah.
Twitter
Twitter's
does
so
because the thing
depressing.
about Twitter is that I'm looking for the news on Twitter.
Mm.
I don't find it on Instagram on my
Yeah.
algorithm in Instagram, but I'll find it on Twitter.
Mm.
Financial news, Donald Trump news, Middle Eastern news, all that stuff. Then I get lost in it. Then it's one video after the 5-minute video goes by like this. Another 6-minute video goes by like that. Then 2 hours have
Yeah.
passed and you're like,
Yeah.
so it's not entirely your fault. The whole thing.
It's funny you say it's not entirely your fault. I always have that argument with my girlfriend. We're like, no, everything is my fault.
Yeah.
I'm a man.
Yeah, no.
I'm running my business.
Yeah.
My
Sometimes
life is
we're
my
being
day.
manipulated when it comes to like these reels. and
So
stuff
it's
like that.
always
it's
your
not-
fault. It's always the man's fault.
It could be.
Always.
It's a man's fault,
Yeah,
but not yours.
For me, it's my fault. If I'm not doing my job, it's my fault. If this relationship is rocky, it's my fault.
Oh boy.
You can't be the CEO
That's
of
a
your
lot
life.
of self-hate, man.
If you can't be
How are
the
you
CEO
controlling that? Where do you stop
Look at me,
yourself
I'm
and say
fat.
it's not my fault?
I have my demons, but no, it's always my fault. Because everything is under your control. Everything, all your vices are under your control.
Yeah.
So, like, let's say the relationship isn't going
Yeah.
well. It's never the girl's fault. I always believe it's the guy's fault.
Well, I
My
mean,
girlfriend likes me.
It's got to be
Sorry,
contextual.
I say the guy's fault, but let me rephrase that. I would say every relationship there's a leader and there's a follower.
Yes.
Some of my friends, the guy is the leader, and some of my friends, the girl is the leader.
Yeah.
If you want to be the leader, the position of the leader in a relationship, then you have to assume the responsibilities of the leader. If things go bad, deal with it.
Okay, I
Fix
like
it.
that. I like that a lot. Yeah.
It's always your fault.
like that
You're
a
the
lot.
leader. Then don't be the leader.
Yeah.
Then don't be the leader. You know what I mean? You wanna
Yeah.
you want happiness, then take the responsibilities
true.
needed to be the leader. That's I don't know.
You can't be a leader in one aspect of the relationship, but then when things go bad, you blame it on them.
Exactly.
You can't
no,
do
no,
that.
like
You're
okay,
right.
well you
I
can,
like that a lot, actually. That's very.
It's
It's very good.
I don't know how long.
It's very good. It's
I don't know
not
if I
very
can-
Arab of you, but it's very good.
It's very Arab.
It's not very Arab
No?
of you.
What do
It's-
you mean?
It's always the woman's fault. Always. What are you talking about, man?
Yeah, but it's your fault to fix it.
Yeah, but
It's your responsibility.
my dad would say, women, they have brains like a chick. You know what a chick is? It's a baby chicken. You give them a compliment, they fall in love with you. And my dad was crazy, man.
You do have everybody. There's a lot of comedians that talk about their father.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're okay if we want to bring it
Of
up on the
course, yeah,
podcast.
we can bring my dad
But
up.
there's some stories or jokes that I hear on stage. I'm like, this comes from so much sadness.
Yeah.
That I'm like, fuck. Can I say it?
Yeah,
There's
sure.
one where you go on stage and he says, "This is my dad," where his feet were dirty.
Oh my God, that was so. That's such
understand?
an old.
It marked me. I'm like, because I saw you deliver it and you're very expressive
Yeah.
with your face and your
Yeah.
eyes and your mouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, God damn. Like the pain that came with that story.
Oh
I'm gonna
well, it's
fucking
not
tear up.
such a. It's not a.
No,
It's,
but
yeah.
Do
but
you
yeah.
mind? Do you mind sharing it?
The dirty feet
Yeah.
joke. Oh man, it's just like my mom would nag my dad, and then she would say like, "Hey, we might have some guests coming over. Your feet are dirty. Like, go take a shower."
Yeah.
And he'd be like, "No, I'm not going to take a shower." It's like, okay, but at least just go wash your feet. The guests might come today.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, but what if I wash my feet but they don't show up?
That
It's
is
it's just the thing is I grew up with my father.
like I could feel you feeling the pain of your mom.
Yeah.
Again,
My
comes
father
back
was
to the
a
fact
bit,
that
yeah.
you care.
My dad was a bit hard on my mom. My father may have been bipolar. I know that my two of my sisters were born in Africa, in Sierra Leone. My two older sisters. My father
So they
was
can
like
say the N-word. Sorry.
great callback. My father was this close with the prime minister over there. I forget his
Okay.
name. So my dad was like on his way to becoming a multimillionaire in Africa, like most of the Lebanese people who live in Africa. But my dad was this close with the prime minister, and he was going to have like total monopoly over all GM cars that were going into the country. It would have to go through my dad for sales and everything like that.
Business was good.
Business was very, very good. Then there was a coup d'etat
Ah.
in that country, and the dollar went to complete ass. So we moved back to Lebanon. That's where I was born. Then my father flew here. 5 years later, he did all our papers. Took 5 years, and then flew us into Montreal.
We
That's
have
why I'm here.
Similar life stories.
Right?
Yeah.
And then while my dad was here, as he was trying to build his empire, the government here makes it very difficult for someone to run a business, start a business, and keep it flourishing because all the taxes you pay, everything it's like they do everything they can. Like
Yeah.
now you meet business people and they hate the government.
Yeah.
They hate it. There's just
Especially
they
Quebec,
do
a lot of people
they
complain
don't
about Quebec,
help.
yeah.
Yeah. So what my father would do is he would work for 6 months and then he would be depressed for 6 months. Work, chômage, work, chômage, work. 6 months on chômage, 6 months work. To a point where he kind of had a system. Now he would only work for 6 months, then he would quit and be off for 6 months. It was like a system for him. But anyway, my father would go from 0 to 100, volcano, just like exploding. And obviously a lot of that has to do with the fact that maybe life didn't turn out the way he wanted it to. And then when you realize that, or you give up on that, and you kind of like you're in a place where like everything pisses you off. So he's always yelling, always shouting. It became a very, very difficult place to be around in the house. Me and my sisters, we all like we became street kids. My sister had her family of friends. I had my family of friends. Everybody had their family of friends. And that's kind of how we kind of like developed our own social and family skills, was through our friends. But
you built your own family, yeah?
Yeah, that's it.
The chosen family.
That's it. The chosen family is what they call it now. So it was a lot of that. It was a lot of that with my dad. But I know he means absolutely well. And, you know, every Arabic dad is kind of like, I'm going to make the millions. You're and you're going to live off my money. And that's what you get for being my son, you know? And that's what we kind of like. Even me, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I can't wait to make a lot of money and then just let my son live like a prince, you know? Like, it's like, no, man, you have to invest. Like, that mentality of like, I'm going to do it all. My father could have easily switched his like, okay, it didn't work out for me, but I'm going to do everything I can so that it works out for him, and then he can take care of me afterwards. Instead, he was like, you're not going to do.
What do you mean?
You're like, he wouldn't see the potential in me. So because he was always, but not because he looked at me and said, nah, you're not it, you're not him, you're not that guy. Not because of that, but because he was always internally like, I have to do this. I'm the only one who can do this. I can do it. I have to do that. I'm the one.
I'm like
everything is
like
on my shoulders, right? That's he internalized everything. You're like that as well?
No, I just realized when I say it's the man's responsibility.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, I sound like your dad.
That's it, right? But the mentality is, no, I can now make everything possible so that my child can flourish and become an Elon Musk, or become whatever he needs. I'm going to give it to him, and he's going to be able to do something with his life, which is going to be successful. So it's like, I wish my dad would look at me and be like, son, I am going to support you. Let's like go ahead, carte blanche, go and live your life. We have that artistic thing. My father's a painter. This is what he wanted to do as well. You know what I mean? Aside from business, he wanted to be recognized by the government as an artist. And he tried and he did a lot of things. So a lot of things contributed to my father's depression. But for the most part, for me, I wish he looked at me and said, okay, it didn't work out for me, but it's going to work out for you because I got your back. And instead he didn't.
The beauty of life is that you always end up learning from your parents, whether it's positive or negative.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're somewhat of a success, if I may.
Well, thank you.
You have a lady who loves you. You have 15 children. You have businesses. You have a job where you are respected and where you flourish.
Thank you very much.
So you kind of achieved levels of like happiness and love, and the name will go on. So you kind of did learn from your father, even if he didn't give you what you think you needed. He gave you a bad example not to follow. You know what I mean?
Yes, and I think that's probably why I get so much anxiety and guilt when, like, I probably missed one full day with my kids, maybe once or twice in the last 3 years.
Wow.
Like, I try my hardest not to miss a day. When I went to Toronto, I was thinking about my kids the whole time, bro. When I went to Toronto for a show, thought about them all the time. When I was coming to do shows, I felt like I was neglecting them, bro. But I had just seen them all. You know what I mean? It just is very difficult for me, and I think that's where it comes from.
Yeah, I don't have kids, so there's nothing I love like.
I over love bomb my kids.
That's not bad.
Daily, because it was just not part of my life when I was a kid, and I knew how important it was to be like told like,
so
I love
you. You learned. Your father had a utility.
Them.
Is he still with us?
My father is good. He's bedridden right now. He lost his speech. He's been bedridden for about 7-8 years now.
Wow.
And but he's still alive. He's still kicking. He's good. He's very conscious. He's there. He's kind of like.
Is he still painting?
No, he can't move. He's but he's good. He's all right. He's a happy guy. He nods. He talks. He laughs. He doesn't talk, but he laughs and.
I wonder if I may psychoanalyze you, because your day job, you're a nurse.
Yes.
And you take care of 6 people on a daily basis, pretty much.
Yeah. Well,
I wonder. The chicken or the egg? What came first?
My father getting sick came first, and then when people from the CLSC started coming to the house to take care of him, that's when I was like, "This is a job. Like, you guys do this all day, you go from home to home to home and you care for people like if it was a hospital. And they were like, yeah. Then I did my research. I went back to school. I got my degree, and I started working for the CLSC.
Again, you learned. You should thank him. You should be grateful for the dad you had. Man.
I'm one thing that I thank my dad a million times for, and I think we all do, coming from the Middle East and living in a place like Canada. I'm sure you've done this before. I thank my dad very much for bringing us here, because
oh my God,
it's the lottery of the world, right?
This is the best country in the world.
This is the thing. You don't choose where you're born.
Nope.
It's like a lottery.
Yeah.
You don't choose which religion you're born into, which I think is just a hilarious thing on its own, because everybody's born into a religion and they're like, that's the right one for me. This is the only religion in the world. And it's like, yeah, but what if you were born Jewish? You would say the same thing about being Jewish.
And they're all kind of the same.
And they're all kind of the same.
They just have different hats.
And but yeah, like you're born in the Gaza Strip, and you're like,
we are.
oh my God.
And
you're born in Lebanon in the 70s, and you're like, oh my God. In the 90s, oh my God. And it's like, you're born here and you don't even know how lucky you are. And I'm extremely lucky because I wasn't born here and I'm still here. So I thank my dad. I know that I made sure to thank my dad for that
that's
a lot.
Such a big project to immigrate. It's just the paperwork, bro. I'm trying to apply for grants for my podcast.
Yes.
Dude, I read I'm like, forget it. I'm just going to be poor. I give up. It's just so much paper. And imagine immigrating to a country.
Yeah.
And then you have to fill and then the paper of your children and I'm like, forget it. I hope they all die. I don't care anymore. Like, it's so much work.
It is a lot of work.
And they did it. And I'm like, ugh. No wonder they don't want to do anything else afterwards.
Yeah.
Just go. You have free healthcare. Just go be an artist now. Go live your life.
Yeah.
It is. Dude, we're talking about free speech and what words we can't say. The things you say, the things I say.
Yeah.
We would be locked up in
the Middle East. I don't think about locked up, but I mean, it wouldn't. It may not fly.
shot.
But times are different now. They're growing.
Imagine your crowd work where you look at a girl and tell her, I love your and her husband is right there. Dude, you would get shot. I've seen videos of you twirling a hot woman on stage.
Yeah.
And her boyfriend's in the crowd going, dude, you would just, like, there's no way.
Yeah.
Your freedom of speech would be accepted. We're so lucky to be living here.
We are very, very lucky.
We are
very, very lucky.
I give
and
that
we're
to my
very
parents,
lucky to be in Montreal out of all the cities as well.
Yeah.
Man, beautiful city, beautiful women, beautiful people, very nice, very nice.
Great.
Love the
Very
Quebec lifestyle
socialist.
as well.
It's not very friendly for businesses. This is Quebec.
It's not very friendly for businesses.
It's great for families.
It's great for
children.
comedy, man. Even though
Montreal,
a lot of people don't know this. A lot of comics want to come from out of town and produce their own shows. They don't understand. Like Montreal, what's the population here? 2 million? Let's say it's 2 million. You got to eliminate half of that because of the French.
Minimum.
Because it's an English show.
Yeah.
So half is French. And then you're left with 1 million. And then you got to eliminate half of that because underage, people who are not interested. Really, the only people interested in stand-up are maybe grown-up tourists who are in town and the 30 to 55-year-olds in the city. Yeah. You know what I mean? So you're literally looking at like a 200,000 person market. It's like a busier Ottawa. We just have a million more things to do here. Everything is free. There's so many events, so many things.
We're lucky with the tourism. That's I think we're lucky with the tourism. We're lucky Montreal gets a lot of tourists.
Yes.
And they're like, oh, Montreal, just for laughs? Comedy shows?
Yes.
Let's
and it flies.
And you know, there's Sid has quality shows.
Sid has the best shows.
And then
Sid has the best shows. That's why for me it was like such a blessing. I think like I was like 6 or 7 months into stand-up when he approached me and asked me if I wanted to produce my own show with him. Okay. And for me that was like when we started Delirious. And for me that was kind of just like, are you serious right now? Like this is... Yes, I'm going to learn. He sees potential in people and he believes in you and he lets you make your mistakes. Yeah. Like he's not an over bearing mentor. He lets you. Yeah, he definitely doesn't. He's like, I don't give a fuck. You're going to learn. Every so often he will give you. He will give you like advice. Yeah. But like he's like Mr. Miyagi. You know, he's just like wax on, wax off. You're going to learn. You're going to do it the hard way. You got to learn. You got to do this.
It's always fun at shows. You're talking about the 30 to 55.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, before I go on stage, I'll look at a crowd and I'll see like a man in his 60s, like a 60, and he's with his wife, and like to get these humans out of the house takes, because once you're old, you never want to leave the house. Yeah. So like, I'm leaving the house, I'm putting on a belt, pants with a belt.
I put this belt on.
Oh my
God! See a comedy show.
What? I have to pay? The guy hasn't left. He leaves the house once every 2 years. So I was like, what? I have to pay for parking till 11 p.m. And then you're like, what? Drinks? Where's the $2? Like, there's so many things that are against him having fun, and I'm like, I'm so grateful he left the house. Yeah. It's so rare. Sometimes it's so rare to see like an old person in the crowd. Like, this is possibly the last comedy show you'll ever see in your life.
My God! Come on, man! No.
Possibly.
No, at 60, bro. Dude, at 60, also, 60 is the new.
Imagine.
60 is the new 40, bro.
Imagine laughing. Just have you seen? I've done shows where the crowd was like 70 years old, and they're like, "This is there's no more life in them."
They're just it's like 9 p.m. They're sundowning, and they're just starting to.
And this is like you're killing, and they're like, there's no life. There's one cylinder, and just trying to keep the blood pumping. Yeah. And you want to make it like. This is I look at them like, man, I'm never gonna see you again. Like, this is, so I'm like, all right, I gotta give them a good show. And these guys, they're so fun. I love old people.
Safe travels. Fucking meet you on the other side. No, man, but yeah, man, guys like Sid, he'll bring everybody out, man. People trust the brand, they trust the.
I'm trying to get him on the podcast. Work. He's like, I want to stay behind the camera. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, he's like that. He doesn't. But he's great, man. Yeah, he'll probably make some time. He'll probably make some time to do it. He's hilarious. He also doesn't want to cancel himself. The shit the guy is so funny. I think it's just like a family thing. It's just like the genetic in them is just like, maybe they grew up just roasting each other all their life. I grew up with 3 sisters, so there was none of that.
Maybe that's what you think. This is where you get like your.
I'm too caring.
Your extra care.
The fact maybe
that you care like a woman.
Maybe. Do I care like a woman?
You care like.
I care like a woman.
You're very. I'm more careless than you. But you care a lot. I care. I'm not saying I don't care. I care. Yeah. But you're like, no, I gotta.
But I do care a lot. I care a lot about, putting on a good show.
Everything you care about.
Everything.
You care about a lot.
Yeah.
That's how I would say. Everything you care about. There's like 6 things you care about.
Yeah.
Your family, your lady, your work, your comedy, your children. 5 things. Yeah. Your health. 6 things. Then there's nothing else you care about. I could tell there's nothing else, but you care about them a lot.
I do.
And I think this is how you should live your life. It's good. You find, this is what I'm going to care about everything.
Yeah, no.
And sometimes I could see, sometimes you go insane. Like when the whole, as I told, when the war in the Middle East started, and you're like, how can I adopt children?
I actually, bro, I
think you calmed down. You're like, all right, listen.
I calmed down only because there was no way. I actually sat the whole family down. I sat the kids down. I sat the mother of my kids. No. I sat them down and I said, guys, obviously this is like your home and your everything, but I'm like, how do you guys feel about adopting a child and bringing them here? At least doing our part in saving one child. And they were all for it. So I went through with the whole. It's the saddest thing in the world, bro. It is the saddest thing in the world. First of all, there's only one ministry in Palestine that is allowed to give a child that up for adoption to a family. You have to go through this one ministry. The Ministry of Palestinian Affairs. You have to go through them, and they have very set rules on who can adopt a Palestinian child. And one of the main rules is that the adopting parents have to be Palestinian.
What?
They have to be Palestinian.
Why?
Because they want to keep the culture. They don't want to give a Palestinian child and he grows up Swedish.
So
and
what?
He knows nothing about his
culture.
Let him
grow up
because
Swedish.
Because it's a dying. Almost, they're going extinct, bro. You gotta maintain the culture and keep the Palestinian life going.
What's more important, children's life or?
I understand. You see,
but that's my problem with our people.
So that's one.
My problem with
so
our
that
people.
was one. That was one of the rules.
Yeah.
The other rule is,
you can say
the Hague. No. The other rule is, I think the Hague or something like that. They have a rule for international adoptions.
Yeah.
That. You are not allowed to adopt a child in a conflict zone. You know why?
Why?
Out of fear for human trafficking. Imagine, bro.
Well,
Yeah. So children in war-torn countries, as if they haven't lived through enough trauma,
Imagine,
get
and-
adopted by people who
and
are
then you're-
sex trafficking.
And you're on
them.
Epstein's island.
And you're
like, "Oh,
thinking to
man,
yourself, you see your whole
Jews
family.
are fucking me over there, and Jews are over here.
Man. Watch the J word,
Clip
man.
it.
Yeah. Oh shit.
We're making short out of this.
Imagine
Yeah,
the
that
amount of
makes
trauma.
sense, yeah.
That's so sad that
Yeah.
this world is that
Plus,
fucking
I
ugly.
imagine someone looking at your folder and they're like, "What? He already has 4 Asian kids? What do you mean? But he's what?
Right.
He's Lebanese? Wait a second. What's happened? He lives on an island called Laval, or like
No,
what?
I'm in vote, Dre. I'm in vote. But and then the third way,
Yeah. Just
the
kidnap them.
only way, yes, is essentially you go to the border of Gaza and Egypt,
And they
and you
cross the-
have a child, cross the border, and then you're gonna have to pay
So
a
you-
lawyer to fabricate
so
papers.
That's child trafficking.
It is child trafficking,
the
but
third
that would
solution
be
is
and
child
so
trafficking.
and so going through the idea of how am I going to get to Egypt and then grab a child from there. Who do I pay?
Over the border?
Like I don't know. There's
Kobe.
got to be some means of
child
getting.
traffic. You have to-
it is. You have
you
to
have to
child
child
traffic
traffic
out
a
of there.
child.
So I
What did
went
you
through it,
Google?
and I've gone through emails with the Canadian government. I've
Yeah.
gone through emails with the. You can't reach the Ministry of Palestinian Affairs over there. You can't. It just rings and rings. I would wake up at 4 a.m. and make phone calls, try to call them because because of the 7-hour difference.
Yeah.
So I actually, it's not that like I was overwhelmed in emotion and said I want to adopt a child. I actually, people, when I put out that post, people who are in immigration and stuff like that, they gave me. Gave
so
me
this- you didn't
the
Google
routes.
how to
No, I went
traffic a
through,
child
but I
from
went
Palestine.
through everything. I went
God.
through all the routes and possibilities. We were going to do that. I had the money. I was going to do it. I really wanted to
How
do
much
it.
does it cost?
It's like about $15,000 to $25,000. You got to go over there. You got to pay the guys over there. They're going to fabricate the papers. You can bring him
And that's
to
the-
Egypt,
the-
and
the
from
child
Egypt,
trafficking
yes,
way.
that's the only way.
And what about if you want to go through
That's
the
the only
ministry?
way because I'm Lebanese, not
But
Palestinian.
like if you want to go through the, let's say you're Palestinian and you go
Yes.
through the ministry,
yes.
is it also like 10, 15,000?
So it may be, but essentially is that child, if they're going to go down his bloodline, they're going to give that child to any percent. If there's someone that may be his family member, like
Yeah.
distant uncle, fifth uncle from the third generation, da 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 da. You know how you have like,
Yeah.
oh, this is my sixth cousin. If that child has like a seventh uncle, they're going to give him to the uncle, not to you.
How is that?
They're going to
smart?
give him to the uncle, and the uncle
is
has
that
to
smart?
take him. And then they got to go through everything because the child belongs to a family. He has to go and continue living through that family. Then if that child has absolutely no bloodline left, then you get the option to go ahead and adopt that child. And then imagine the trouble you would have to go and get that child from Gaza and have him taken.
Probably then you have to go through Egypt again. and whatever.
Exactly. So I actually did go through all of that. That was a very traumatizing time for me. I felt very, very bad, man. I felt very, very bad. My heart was broken. And I really did try to adopt a Palestinian child. Like I went through it all. I did try. And I only gave up because there was absolutely no way for me to do it.
Unless you traffic the
child, and then
That's
even then
insane.
that was going to be like a real journey. I would have had to take a lot of time off of work. I would have to find someone to trust, a lawyer to trust.
Jump in a pickup truck
That's
in a
it.
Toyota,
And like just
go in the middle of the desert in Egypt at night. Go, 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 go!
It's
Catch
just
him.
sad, bro, because bro, at the time my son
you
was
catch
my
like a
son was
32-year-old
fun. I
man.
would see the children getting bombed over there, and they looked like my son.
Yeah.
And I would look at my son, and I would think to myself, he's sitting on a nursing table right now, just like scared out of his mind, not knowing what to do and where to go and where his parents are. I'm looking at my son, and I'm thinking to myself, this is wrong. I got to do something. And that's when I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it.
Holy moly, man!
I did try. I did try.
All right, let's light up the. This is so sad.
Yeah. Let's lighten things up.
Let's-
What do you want to talk about,
Oh
man?
God!
It's been a great
Tits or ass?
It's
What
been a
type-
great podcast. I think this is
Yeah, it
this
is
is
great.
I tried starting a podcast like a few years ago.
Yeah.
But this would be the first time where I'm being like
You're a
a
guest?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's true.
And it's super fun.
Yeah,
You're a
I
great
agree.
fucking host.
Thank you.
So easy to talk to
Thank you. Thank
and
you.
fun. Very fun.
Think we're gonna clip it? It's gonna be.
Yeah, why not?
It's gonna be. Jews. I love them. I love them. I always argue with my girlfriend about this. I think the only way for this war to end is that no one has to live in fear and no one has to live in revenge. Once we're able to get over this, or once we're able to act, right now we have no reason to be at war. Like you live in Montreal. You have no reason to hate, an Israeli person or a Jewish person.
I have no reason to hate anybody.
So as long, what I always say is that if we're able to spread love like a virus, because the number of times I've heard Jewish people say like, "Oh man, all Arabs are racist except you, Amer. No, we love you."
Right.
And then I'm like, okay, well, let's say there's me, and then there's another one, and there's another one.
Right.
All of a sudden, the majority will go like, no, we're not, once we're the majority, then I think everything.
Well, look, I think that if something happens in the world, people are going to react to it. I don't think it has anything to do with like, I hate you because of the religion you were born into. Like, that makes absolutely no sense. And people can react to what's going on in the Middle East right now and say, I hate that this is happening, and I hate that Israel is bombing or doing this or doing whatever they may be doing. That doesn't make you a racist or someone who hates Jews. They just hate what is literally happening at this very, very moment. And you're allowed to be like, if Floyd Mayweather sucker punched George St. Pierre, I would be like, that guy. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make me a racist.
I cannot compare like this because there's the history.
And I get it. Here's a take that I kind of grew up with, and my own opinion of it. And it's not going to be it's not a very popular take. And I would say that maybe the Arabic side won't enjoy this opinion of mine. But there's nothing wrong with losing a battle. Mm-hmm. Look at what the Japanese did. They got nuked. So the Japanese got nuked,
and then they created Naruto. So
well, look, they said, what did they say to themselves? They said, you know what? War is not for us. Yeah. We're not going to dedicate the rest of our existence to fighting back America, the great Satan, for example, which they could have easily done that. They're evil people. They nuked and killed hundreds of thousands of, I don't know, maybe 1 million people in one instant, in one bomb, and not to mention all the injuries and stuff. But they didn't. They said, okay, war is not for us. We're not going to go down this path of revenge, of seeking blah, 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 blah. And what we're going to do instead is we're going to ban guns in our own country, and we're going to thrive. And it's one of the most beautiful countries in the absolute world right now. One of the best, well-behaved human beings in the world. Like, I love Japanese culture and everything that it represents. Of course, they have a lot of their own internal affairs with suicide. They have problems and all that stuff.
They work a lot too.
Yeah, they do work a lot. But for the most part, internationally, they came out of that as winners from taking the L from the war. Yeah. Right? In the Middle East, the biggest problem is, Israel had the 6-day war.
Yeah.
Right? So you have a 6-day war.
Twice or
where
three times all the Arabs tried.
All the Arabs tried to defeat them.
Yeah.
And then they ended up winning. So at what point do you say, okay, fine, you guys won. Now it's done. Let's move on. For the sake of our children and their children. Let's agree that you have the right to exist. Yeah. We're going to recognize you as a state. And we just want to prosper and live on like that.
Jordan did. Right. The Emirates and Saudi Arabia right now, they're like, all right, let's.
And of course, then you have maybe that would have been the case, but then you have guys with specific agendas. I don't know if you heard certain things and theories. Obviously, they won't come out as facts, but like Bibi Netanyahu funded Hamas because they needed someone to rise against Israel so that they can keep fighting. So there's all of that aside.
Here's what I always say. Say what you want about Israel. It's a democracy. If the people decide how ruthless is their prime minister, you understand?
Yes.
Up to before October 7th, when I was in Israel, when I visited, there were thousands of people at the airport protesting against Bibi.
Right. And they still are. And
so I'm like, oh, this is democracy.
Right.
I'm like, great.
It is.
But then the war happened, and then all of a sudden, no, we need a ruthless leader who will blah, 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 defend us, and then the right gets stronger and stronger.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of democracy, is that you decide who you want. It's not a dictatorship.
Right.
It's not Gaddafi. You can kick him out. It's not Saddam.
Well, Gaddafi was very good for the Libyans.
No, dude, I heard terrible stories about Gaddafi.
About
his sons.
Oh, maybe, but these guys who grew up like that are very disgusting. Even you have guys in Dubai on women on their yachts.
There's nothing
right
wrong
now.
with that. But no.
But I mean,
Gaddafi. Listen, I always say, the first dictator is always elected by the people.
right?
Because they have to leave a really horrible situation with the previous guy. So yes, the beginning of a dictator is like, no, we have to. These are my values. I have strong values. I want to fix this. I want to fix that.
Right.
But then ultimate power corrupts ultimately.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes, I know.
So
but
of course, towards
okay.
the end, he was a terrible human being.
Right.
And
Right.
well, he's gonna put his kids in prison for
Well,
raping
why did they go after?
wives?
Why did they go after Gaddafi? Only because
Oh, well,
not
yeah,
because of all
he
the
didn't
things
mean
that
to deal with
him and
Americans.
his yeah, but
Because
that's
the
right.
Americans, and he wanted to create a new
the
dollar,
new
like
dollar,
the African,
yeah, based on gold, which
Well,
is what
but
the
here's the
dollar
thing.
should be based on right now.
He decided
That's why
that.
Bitcoin is just
He
blowing
decided that. He decided like no. He just like no. Africa, we're a continent that is rich with minerals, and we're rich with humans.
Yes.
And we're gonna go against America. And America is like, you, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna come in. And take you out.
I am the world leader. Don't forget that. And they just wiped him out of his country.
Yeah.
But you understand? He
Yeah.
decided that.
Yeah.
The people of the country did not decide that. He's like, no, I'm gonna go against his ego. That's what happened.
But I don't. But I
His
think that would have
ego-
been an amazing thing for Africa as a continent. I think that would have been an
Listen,
absolutely
you
amazing
live
thing
with
because the
Papa-
way that the
Youssef,
system,
Youssef,
the,
you
well,
live
the
in a-
banking system, the way that it works
Yeah,
right now is
yeah.
that it is only there to put you in debt.
Yeah.
Every dollar printed comes with
but
a
Youssef, you live
interest
in Canada. You live
Yeah.
in America.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
You are reaping the benefits of the horrific
until
things
it
that we
collapses.
do.
Until it collapses because
They've been saying this for how many years,
I don't
bro?
know.
In the sense that you said like, oh, Canada is such a nice country. We're so lucky to live here.
We are very.
This is built on terrible things.
That's
Every every
That's true.
empire has done terrible things in the
It's very
past.
true.
And our parents decided like, this is the empire where we want to raise our kids,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So we are benefiting from the horrors being done in Africa,
That's true.
in the Middle East, in Asia. Like this is the result. This happiness that we live here. This is the result. So yeah, it would have been nice for Africa if, but you think America, anybody who's in power, you don't give an inch to someone who's trying to take power over you. No,
Yeah.
you literally do what they did. You kick him out,
Yeah.
and then you put a knife up his ass. That's what you do.
Yeah.
So, as a person, I always say, as a person who lives in North America, I am Team North America. I'm Team. You have to.
You have to.
You have to. It would be. How can I say this?
Suicidal.
No. It would be hypocritical on my behalf to reap the benefits of colonialism like I do now,
Right.
and say it's a bad thing. It's a
Right,
very
right, right.
hypocritical thing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I'm saying it would be hypocritical to not acknowledge it.
I think reparations are in order for everybody. I think at some point, if they can print money, they can make things right. You know what I mean? Like, they can try to make things right. But for the most part, back to the main subject that we were getting at, was like my hot take was that like after the 6-Day War,
yeah.
that should have
We
all
lost.
ended. It's done. We
Khalas.
lost. Move on. Just like the
create peace.
Japanese did. You tried. You did your coup.
Dude, and Gaza
It
back
didn't
then was
work.
like 6 times bigger than it was now.
Exactly. So that's kind of like because we're from Lebanon, right?
Yeah.
And look at how the country is right
It's-
now.
I grew up
It's
in Le- I left Lebanon
absolute
at 11.
ass, bro. It's
For the
absolute
longest time,
ass.
I had hatred towards the Arabs
Me too.
because I'm like, Israel didn't ruin my country. The inner conflicts, the civil war,
Yes.
ruined my country.
And that's also what made me go a little bit agnostic. Like I believe in God.
Yeah.
I just like, bro, like
I don't think
there's
it's that
18
far.
there's 18 religions in Lebanon. 18 religions. Imagine. And it's great and it's between you and God. But you're going to ruin an entire country.
And they did.
And they did.
Yeah.
And
So I can't.
I mean, the
when
minister
when-
of education isn't even a professor. He's got no education. He is a militia warlord.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like everybody has their part, and it's because of the way that it's distributed. Like, the Shia has to be the speaker of parliament. The president has to be Christian. This has to be that. The prime minister has to be Sunni. It's like, okay, but who is qualified out of all of them?
No one.
It should have nothing to do with the leaders of the communities of the respectful religion. It has to be who is the most qualified to be president, who has the best plan moving forward. You guys have corrupted the entire
Everything's
country
corrupted.
into. They don't even
In
have a place for the
2025,
garbage.
It's 2025 and they're still like, oh, there's no electricity.
No electricity.
next 6
we
hours.
don't even have exportation rights.
Yeah.
We can't export a goddamn thing. Everything has to be imported. It's like Hawaii over there. Everything has to come in. Everything comes into Hawaii. That's why everything's so expensive in Hawaii, right? Because they got to get the Coca-Cola bottles over there. I don't know if they opened a Coca-Cola plant and they're making their own Coca-Cola, but everything is getting imported into Lebanon, and everything is so expensive. We gave up the rights to sell bananas and sell this and sell that. I'm paraphrasing. I'm not sure those are the things, but when I was in Lebanon, that's what they were saying. Like, we have no exportation. We have everything is being imported, and that's why the GDP is so. It's really, really bad. It's very, very bad. And it's a shame because it's a beautiful country, beautiful people.
Beautiful people.
And
it's
what are you gonna do?
It's a city of happiness.
And my people ask me like, "Oh, do your children speak Arabic?" I'm like, "No, they're having a hard enough time between French and English." And I think I'm not gonna is there a future in Lebanon? I don't know, but am I going to bring my children over there and they can start a business over there and do this and do that? No, I don't really care. I've disassociated myself. They failed me. Yeah. I didn't fail my children with my Lebanese culture and giving it. I'm still very Lebanese in the house. You know what I mean? But in terms of the language, I don't find I failed Lebanon in that sense. I think Lebanon failed me, and that's why I've disassociated myself completely.
The ones that came out of your body, your penis, do they have Arabic names?
Adam and Leora.
Okay,
Leora is a Jewish name, actually. Yeah. No and no.
No.
Both got Jewish names. Yeah.
I love Jewish names. I'm trying to convince my girlfriend. I love Jewish. She's like, no.
Like, why? Where's your girlfriend from?
She's Moroccan.
Oh, okay.
And I've been here like for 30-something years. She's been here for like a few years.
Okay.
So she's like, no, our children, because we have these talks.
Right.
It's like, no, our children must have Arabic names. I'm like, they're not gonna be. First of all, I look Ukrainian. First of all. Second of all, they're gonna be raised here. They'll have no association.
Yeah.
With either country.
I just wanted for my son, it was like between Damien and Adam, and then I thought, okay, well, the devil's son's name or the God's son's name.
Damien is the devil's son?
Technically, yeah. Damien is.
I didn't even know this.
Yeah.
So people who are named Damien is from Demon?
No, it's not from Demon. It's like Lucifer's son's name is Damien.
And we casually use it
as a name? Or I just heard a DMX song, and then I thought, okay, Damien is the.
So you heard DMX, it was N-word, Damon is
Damien,
the name.
Yeah. So DMX had a song, Damien the Devil or the Demon, was just like whispering.
Listen, you could have named your son DMX. It could have been worse.
Yeah, well, it was DJ or AJ. So J would be the Jafar, which is my father's name. Okay. I was gonna at least give him my father's like middle name as my father's name.
Your father's name is Jafar.
Jafar.
Man, Aladdin really.
Jafar. Oh man.
Aladdin, when it came out, Jafar was the evil.
Yes, he was.
My God, that was not a good year for your dad.
It's okay. It's okay.
It suited
him. It was okay.
He had the. Because you
he had the. He has it. The Sasuke and yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Adam, I see Adam. Because I have a cousin. I think he named his son Adam. You're like, Adam. That's Arabic. I like really heavy Jewish name. Shoshana. Oh my God, I love that name.
Well, Leora is a very, very Jewish name. Leora means my light. It's funny because I was working at the Jewish General
Ariel
Hospital.
Sharon. I like Ariel as a name. David. I want to call my son David. My
David,
like, No
way.
I'm not calling my son David.
Yeah, no. There was this doctor named Leora something. I'm not gonna say her last name, but I was working at the hospital when I was like 20 years old. I was working at the hospital in the mailroom, so I was sorting through mail. I was really good at it too. I was throwing them in the slots like the way you would imagine it. I was like doing that shit, and then I just came across this Dr. Leora, and I was just like, whoa, that's the first time I ever heard that name like spelt that way or said that way. We know Laura, but Leora. And then I googled the meaning, and it means my light. And then I was like, this is such a beautiful name. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna name when I have a daughter, I'm gonna name her that. Then when I turned 26, I had a daughter, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna cash that check, and I'm gonna name my daughter Leora Anissa Ibrahim.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah. So I did that.
Are you planning to have more kids?
No, I'm very done.
4?
Yeah.
4 or 5?
5. And those boys they are my kids, like my stepkids. Yeah,
5.
They're very much my kids.
That's it.
Yeah.
If your new girlfriend goes,
no.
I would like to, and you're like, no. You know how many people have told me like, no, khalas,
can't date women who don't have children.
Your wife, your girlfriend right now has kids.
Kids, yeah.
Okay,
she has one kid.
Okay, so
but I can't date some. I wouldn't be like I couldn't I couldn't do it. I
You
couldn't
couldn't
do it
relate.
because one, I need them to understand that I have children
Yeah.
and I'm going to be very busy with them and they're my priority, and you should have a child and you should be very busy with that child
Yeah.
and they should be your priority as
Yeah.
well. So there's that understanding of like, no, I'm busy. I'm with my
that's
kids.
maturity.
That's one.
Yeah.
Two, I don't want any more kids. So if I make someone who doesn't have kids fall in love with me
Yeah.
and decide, oh, well, you know what? I'm not going to have kids now.
Yeah.
And that's okay. I'll
then
just be a stepmom. And that's wrong. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that to someone.
It's
So,
very mature of you.
I mean, like, you know, so it's
many,
like.
I know few people. They're like, no, she doesn't want to have kids, and then they get married.
And
like,
then and
mm,
I
and
know,
they're like,
I
"All right."
know, I've
No,
known
of course
people.
you have to bend.
But I've known people
have
who
to bend.
wanted kids, and then the girlfriend didn't want kids, so
Oh.
then they got married, and then they were like, okay, I'm gonna have a vasectomy,
Yeah.
and then they have the vasectomy, and then the wife divorced them.
Oh.
You know, it's like you shouldn't do that.
Damn.
You shouldn't like make a decision like
Yeah.
that based on someone else's thing. I'm sure that
If you
person
don't have kids, just have anal. We were
Right.
talking. We go back to where we came.
off the camera,
Off
yeah.
the camera.
Yeah.
Wow, that is. Oh my God. So he got the operation, and then.
And then like maybe a year or two later they divorced.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And I don't know if you can
I think
if
you
it's
can
a
reserve
if
it.
you tie the tube. I don't know what the.
I heard it's reversed.
I was gonna do it. I haven't done it yet. I know I've talked about it on stage. You know, I'm gonna get a vasectomy because 5 kids ruined my sex life. A 6th one will ruin my credit score. But I haven't done it yet. Like
Yeah.
I haven't actually gone through with it. But I should. I
it's,
should because I really am. I'm
yeah.
good. I'm done.
I know exactly.
Yeah, I have
and it
my
doesn't.
kids.
I mean, if you do your research, it doesn't affect your testosterone. It doesn't affect.
It doesn't, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you're still a man.
That's it.
Still have a huge cock.
And then
Life is great.
you're still gonna spew some
yeah,
jizz.
They don't chop off your balls.
That's
You
it,
still
yeah.
keep your balls.
Yeah.
And yeah, after 5 kids, mashallah, khalas.
That's it. I'm done. Yeah.
You have an army.
Yeah. I should probably freeze some sperm just in case.
For what?
Just in case.
What?
Just in case.
She misses the taste. Why the?
I don't know. Maybe I meet Jennifer Lopez. She wants to have a child, bro. Give me that check for the rest of my life. Hell yeah.
So it would be a business opportunity.
Just in case.
Yeah, I hope your girlfriend is not listening.
Just in
to this.
case.
She's like, what do you want to do with Jennifer Lopez? Jennifer Lopez is like 52. I don't think she can pop children anymore. Khalas, bro.
Yeah,
It's-
that's true.
You're
That's
so
true.
old,
Yeah.
Youssef, that
No,
even
I
your
am.
sex symbols are like 60 something.
It's bad, eh? We are getting to
We
that
are
age.
getting to-
But bro, do you remember what a 40-year-old used to look like when we were kids?
I never looked at them
You
when I was
never,
young.
bro, they would look
For me,
like
25
bro,
was
torn
like-
down,
Yeah.
you know, greasy, white hair. Ever a 40-year-old to us looked like a
Like
real
a 55-year-old
55-year-old dad today.
Yeah. Dad.
And like a fat one.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But now, bro, we're 40. Bro, look at Paul. Paul Betty is 50 years old.
Dude,
oh no,
Paul
he's almost. I
Bettany-
think he's almost 50. But look at him.
Paul Betty.
He's
for
in the
me-
best shape of anybody's life.
Paul Betty for me is that every divorced man should study Paul Betty.
Yes.
Because Paul Betty was married.
100%, yes.
And then he terrible divorce.
Yes.
And then I saw him when he was fat. I'm like, now you look like a winner, and back then you look like a loser.
Yeah, yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
tell him the second part, but
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you're like a loser back then.
Oh, shout out to Paul Betty, man.
Now
Single
he's
dad, 2 kids, 2
jacked.
beautiful kids.
He's like, what,
running his
50?
own business.
Six-pack.
Doesn't skip a day in the gym. 6-pack.
6-pack.
Biceps the size of Mount Everest.
he has
This
like
guy
a-
is.
Watermelon titty, shoulder. You know, like the one that look like balls.
Yeah. I got a pretty good.
Okay,
shoulder.
listen. Okay, it's not a competition.
I got a pretty good. I'm just saying, like the shoulder, I do have that.
But he's
it's very.
so
But
cut.
he doesn't. Yeah, but you should
He
like
has a 6-pack.
He just doesn't stop, and it's the
Natural,
same
by the way.
formula.
He told me he doesn't
it's the
take
same.
anything.
It's the same formula.
Doesn't give up
I checked
yet.
his shoulders. He's got no pimples on his shoulders. He's
crazy.
definitely natty. But it's the same formula. Consistency
Yeah.
over a long period of time.
Yeah.
Hard work. You did it. Good for business. Good for your body. Good for anything.
He should write a
anything you
book.
want in your life.
Like for the freshly divorced man, he should have a cult. This is what you need to do as a freshly divorced
Yeah.
man. What I don't know, because my God, just because he has like 2 kids.
He has
with
2
his
kids.
ex-wife, and it was a terrible divorce.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
the whole details. I know some of them.
No, we don't
It
need
was
to
a
get into it, but he's
terrible
definitely
divorce.
he went through it,
And
and he came out of it a big
my
winner,
God.
bro.
My
Came
God.
out of it a big winner.
Yeah.
He's in the best shape of his life.
Amazing
He's got
shape.
full custody of his
Yeah.
children. Toxicity out of his life.
So
no
calm,
poison in the blood.
funny.
Nothing.
There's no hatred.
No, he's a good
He's
guy.
just hyper focused
He's a
on
good
his
guy.
kids, his business, and his kids, his business, basically, and his
Yeah.
health.
And his health.
Nothing
I
else.
hope he comes back to comedy. He's been taking a little break, take care of his
Something
business.
has to drop, man.
Well, you know,
Because he has a business. He has his own business.
He has his
It's
own
not-
business. He's
It's
taking
not
care
a
of
job.
that.
He has
No?
his building. How many empires can you build at
That's
the same
it.
time?
That's it. That's exactly
Yeah.
it. That's exactly.
And now I saw it today. He's like start to train with his children.
Yeah.
Imagine your
Oh, he's been
dad
doing
is
that.
has a six pack.
Oh yeah, but that's the best thing you can do
Yeah.
for your children is
Yeah.
show them how, like, bro. My father was an overweight guy when I was young, so he didn't really play soccer with me. He didn't do anything, bro. I was, like I said, everything my father didn't really give me as a child, I made sure to just shove down my children's throat, bro. I taught them how to play basketball, boxing. You name it. It was like I am the most active, and then obviously I'm a very competitive guy, so I would dunk on them and break them and do my moves and stuff. I'm a very athletic guy. But that's the best thing you can do is show your children you being in good shape, you having self. Because see, here's the thing. Here's what I realized a long time ago. Here's what attracts women when they see a guy who's in very good shape. They don't just see muscles. That's what we think they see. They don't see muscles. They see discipline.
Yeah.
They see someone who works hard. Someone who can say, I'm going to see something through and I'm going to see it through to the end. That's what they see. Because you know and I know how difficult it is to be in good shape, to stay in good shape. For a man.
A woman can be like 10 pounds overweight and be amazingly gorgeous.
And so when I see a guy who's jacked, like Paul, for example,
respect.
I don't see like, oh, this guy's, he looks good. No, I see discipline. I see hard work. This and
my
the children also see that. They see that their dad is in very good shape. They see a smart human being.
My girlfriend tells me the thing she loves about me the most is consistency. I'm consistent.
Yes.
Like I'm very goal oriented.
You are
extremely consistent.
You're very
She's
consistent.
like that. I love that about you.
Yep.
I'm like, wow, I'm dating a woman in her 30s. That's how you know you're not dating a 20-year-old.
Yes.
She's like, oh yeah, this is a woman. She knows.
Yes.
Words
Those
like
are the things that are turned on
like,
for her. Yes.
Like, wow, you keep your word.
Yep.
You say you're gonna do something, you do it.
Yep.
You know, I don't care about my health. I would love to care about how I look, but I just don't. I'm funny. I have all the energy to do everything I need.
Yeah.
Well, I have I don't care that I'm overweight. I know it's weird to say. It hasn't affected me yet.
Right.
I know it will.
Right.
There's no way it won't.
Right.
There's no way I can be 60 pounds overweight.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
it's totally okay.
It just has to be like important to you. You don't have bad habits. You don't smoke and drink.
I smoke
and all
shisha
that.
from time to time.
From time to
I
time.
barely
That's okay.
drink. Yeah.
But like you're not like walking up the stairs and you're like, I know you sweat just from sitting and talking, but I mean, it's not like you're not catching your breath.
No.
So it's not affecting your life. So, but what if it did? Then you would be like, I gotta get in shape.
You see, here's the thing. I don't care about my life. The only thing I care about is my comedy. Like I was telling my girlfriend just earlier before I met you. Yeah. She's like, we were talking about weight, blah blah blah, and I told her like I used to smoke shisha, honestly, 5 hours a day.
Wow.
It was like if I'm sitting, I'm doing anything, I had a shisha. It's a lot. And then one day I quit right away. Why? Because it was affecting my comedy. I was on stage. I was out of breath.
Oh.
Yeah. Instantly, there was no.
Did you have like angry withdrawals from like because me when I was smoking, like now I'm on.
I
the
don't
patch.
even remember.
If I'm not on a patch or whatever, and I was smoking, and then like for 2 days I wasn't smoking cigarettes, I would lose like my patience level would be very very minimal.
Maybe
like I could like be very irritable.
That's why I always say if you have a purpose, nothing matters. I saw it was affecting my comedy. And by the way, this is how much it doesn't matter. Shisha. I can now go smoke a shisha.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. Like the next day, I'll feel the urge to do it again. But I'm
right.
like, no, I know it will affect my comedy.
Right.
I can't.
Right.
Being fat has not affected my comedy negatively yet.
Mm.
I can still do the road. I can do an hour on stage and I'm fine. Now, can I do 2 hours? Like, can I do 2 shows, headline 2 shows back to back?
Oh, back to back?
Maybe then I'm like, okay, you know what? I need to lose some weight just to have more,
more energy.
More energy on stage. So when I'll get there, I'm like, okay, I'll lose 40 pounds or whatever.
Right.
And I'm not worried about that because I know I have a purpose. Once you have a purpose, as long as nothing is affecting my purpose, I don't mind being fat.
Right.
I'm hilarious.
Right.
Life is good.
Yes.
My girlfriend loves me.
I know. You know what? It was for me. It was one of
Once I lost my hair, I stopped caring.
Oh, there it is. That's what it is. Yeah. You kind of. It
it
was like, yeah, but there's a lot of like good-looking bald guys in great shape. Just because you lost your hair,
but I still listen. My girlfriend is gorgeous. Before her, I was having sex with beautiful women. Like I was still getting laid.
Yeah, because you're a funny guy and you're a good guy.
And I'm consistent.
And you're consistent and you're very, very consistent. Well, I think that like if a woman sees a man who's like very goal oriented and it's like, listen, I'm on this boat. If you're not going to jump on with me, the boat's still going to sail without you. And I think that's very, very sexy to a woman too. It's kind of like that, like, oh, he's not going to give up on what he's doing for me, for love, for whatever it may be, right?
Yeah.
So you're like, if she starts to hinder your comedy, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
You're going to continue with comedy.
Exactly.
And you're going to say, this is not working for me.
I think women like that.
So they do, because it's like, I'm not the only source of his happiness. Right? When if you're with someone and you're like, you're my only source of happiness. Like if hate that. Why would you like that? I don't like that. I don't like that in my partner. If I'm with a chick and she's just like, I'm the only source of her happiness. That's too much pressure on me. First of all, second of all, it's not hot.
It's not hot. You're not an adult.
Yeah. That's
thing.
it. Yeah, find your thing.
Have children, whatever. You know,
yeah,
like your
you should be happy on your
family,
own,
your
and we can share my happiness and your happiness and make our own happiness with it. But if you're like, I'm goal-oriented, and if this relationship, no matter how much I love you, is hindering my progress in the thing that I care most about, like if it was love, I would have just quit. Right? I found love. That's it. I'm done. Why do I need to do? It's not enough for my
great comedians.
Yeah.
Find their girl of their dreams.
Yeah.
And then.
And then they give up. Nah, it's not for me. Then they go to the clicker and they're drinking their beer and they're enjoying
in the basement, and I'm walking down the street and I see them watching TV.
Yeah.
No, we can't.
That's not gonna.
Youssef, yalla, we have to do a show.
Dude.
We're late just by seeing this where the sun is right now. Like we've been talking for a long time.
Dude, this was amazing. Thank you so much for having me.
Habibi.
Seriously, Habib.
That was
thank you so
super
much.
interesting. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, follow Youssef, Big Daddy Daycare, Big Poppy Daycare. Sorry, I'll post all the links. And thank you so much for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And that's it. Come see shows.
Thank you so much. We have an amazing show starting very soon. Delirious is coming back. We're going to do Trois Brasseurs on Crescent and St. Catherine.
Yes.
It's going to be a bi-weekly show. Hopefully it could be successful. And it's a great area, great location, and a great place.
I think the day the show, this podcast comes out, I'm going to be doing it that evening.
Hell yeah, man. That's right.
Come see it, guys.
All
Fucking Crescent and
St. Catherine, man. Beautiful.
There's no better
location.
And guys, thank you so much for listening. And I love you, Eugene, and I love you, Gabriel. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Take care, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you.
That was so
Thank
good.
you so much.
Oh,
Very good.
my God. Yeah, let's go. We're late.